A little bit more bronzer, then I'm like, let me add a little bit more concealer. Just stop, girl, stop. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those who are new, welcome. My name is Natasha. Go ahead and subscribe because why not? Okay, so today we're going to be doing a full face of products under $10. $10 and under. That was the goal for this video. Did I cheat? I don't know. You're just gonna have to watch and see. So if you are interested in this makeup look, which I'm obsessed with, I think that everything came out literally perfect. Like I don't have, well, except my brows, but everything came out flawless. So if you've been looking for some great products on a budget, make sure you guys are liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and keep watching. All right, as promised, I'm back with the drugstore video, and I'm super excited because I have not done my makeup in a few days, and I had a little issue with my eye. You guys can see it's still a little swollen. Don't know what that was about, but the show must go on. And elephant in the room, we have a new do. You guys seem to love her. I do too. If you guys are interested in this hair, check the description box. I got you. Before we get into this, I want to say my goal for this tutorial is to do a $10 and under situation. I feel like we've gotten a little too comfortable with the drugstore products being $15, $20, $25, even though the quality is there in the products, and I'm a quality over quantity type of girl. I also do understand getting things on a budget. Okay, so we're gonna aim for the $10 and under. If I slip up, spare me. But that is the goal. First thing I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. brow lamination, and I'm using this before I have any moisturizer, any primer, anything on my face. A lot of people complain about this product and say that it didn't work and it messed up their makeup. It's because you should be using it before you do anything else. Imagine if you had foundation on and you're going like this. You're literally going to be messing up the base that you already did. So you want to make sure you have a clean base to be working with. And number two, this product does take a while to fully dry. So I like to do this first so that by the time I do the rest of my base and my eyes or whatever, then I go back to my brows. While I do realize that everybody's makeup routine is different, a lot of people don't like to do their brows last. That's just how this works. If you want to use this product, you're gonna have to just do this first. If I did this with foundation on, my whole base would be messed up. And keep in mind, a lot of these products I buy on sale, or I use coupons, or I use points, so they end up being way cheaper anyway. I suggest shopping like that, especially if you're trying to save a little bit of coin. This brow gel is so good. I know it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Refi Beauty. I have the Refi. I don't love it. I think that this one is way better. Like it's just way better. I've tried both and I tried to make it work because obviously that's supposed to be the better product. It is nothing for me. My brows do not lay down like this when I use this. Today I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. I think that this is a great moisturizer, especially for under makeup, because it absorbs really nicely into the skin and instantly kind of just like brings your skin back to life. When you're picking a moisturizer to wear under your makeup, you want something that is really thin and something that is going to, well, that's subjective, but overall you want something that is going to be thin and absorb really nicely underneath your makeup. And keep in mind, when I'm applying my skincare and my primers, I'm applying them about a minute or two apart, just so that the first product can absorb, and then I apply the next one and the next one, so that I'm really layering my products and not mixing them all together. So we're going to use the last of this today. This is one of my favorite products. This is the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. Get it together, Tasha. Hold on. There's like nothing left in this, but that's a good thing. That's how you know I love this product. This product is obviously more on the hydrating side, which I like, but it also has a really good grip to it, and I really love this primer because like it helps keep my makeup in place. And for my last primer, I'm using the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I like both of them. If anybody is curious, if you have the regular poreless putty, it works just as good as the liquid. The only thing is like this is just easier to dispense out into my hand instead of having to scoop into something. A first world problem, not a big deal. If you want to look like a walking filter, you need this primer. Like every time I use it, I definitely see a more blurred, soft, focused type of look on my makeup looks, which I feel like most of my looks look pretty, you know, flawless, filtered, but it's just something about this product. And of course, I'm sure it adds to the longevity of my makeup as well. Now to the fun part, and the reason why I am doing this video, because I finally found a foundation that is under $10 and works amazing. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Soft Glam foundation. I'm in the shade 53 Deep Neutral, which is a perfect match for me. And we're just going to go straight in with this foundation. I was very impressed by this foundation. You guys saw my last video. I did a like, look at that color match. I did a e.l.f. campaign, and I decided to try the foundation for that. And I was like, whoa, this is actually so good. And I remember people using it, but you know, like, things be all hyped up. No, this lived up to the hype for sure. So I'm finally glad that I found a foundation that was, again, under $10 that is actually good. And you guys know this is my problem size, so we're just gonna cover that up. And I love that this foundation is a satin finish, because it's right in between a matte finish and a dewy finish, and making it more of a natural finish, which is my preference, because I don't like nothing too matte and I don't like nothing too dewy. There's so many good drugstore foundations out now, which I love, but they're all literally $15 and up. I picked up a foundation the other day. It was like $17. And while that is still affordable, how did we get here? I'm literally, where was I? In Walgreens be taxing, so maybe that's why. But either way, okay, it was still kind of crazy. And I'm putting a little bit on my hand at a time and just gradually building it. You guys know I don't like to overdo the foundation. I genuinely think less is more. So this was kind of a difficult decision to me, because I don't play about my concealer, but I decided to use the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I used to use this back in the day, but we are back. Why is my nose itchy? This concealer is so good, but I just do not like this applicator. Like, I get it, but I just don't love it. But the concealer is so good. And it is a very thin formula, but you guys, this has so much coverage. I reused this the other day, and I was underestimated by the amount of coverage it had and how long I was blending for. So be very mindful of that. Okay, maybe I don't hate the applicator. I don't know why I want to hate on the applicator so much. You know what it is? I don't like how it looks when I'm twisting it up. It grosses me out. That's what it is. We figured it out. Something about that grosses me out. And it's like, I have to watch it coming out so that I make sure that it's coming out. I can enjoy the show. Now that I have that out, I'm gonna apply the lighter color more to the center of my face. And I haven't shown this concealer on my channel in a while, so I wanted to make sure that I did that, because in my last few drugstore tutorials I used the e.l.f. concealer or I used the NYX cream sticks, which are amazing. So make sure you guys check out those other videos. But it's like, we can't be using the same thing every time. You know, there's so many products on the market. I like to give you guys options, because also, price aside, everything may not work for everybody. So even though I may love, say, the NYX concealer, you guys may not like that. And maybe you've been using the e.l.f. and you want a different option. So I just try to like switch it up a little bit, you know? I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Liquid Camo Bronzer. Love her down. Use this in every video. I don't care if I'm doing a full face of luxury. This is coming out because this product is so good. Like, just the tone of it, just everything about it. I just really love it. I love the finish of it. I love the tone of it. I love the coverage of it. It's just a really, really good product. And I always make sure that I have backups of this, because I'm not playing about this product. And as far as the technique of me applying the bronzer, it just depends on how I want to contour that day. And I'm also taking that bronzer kind of in my eyes too, because you want everything to be cohesive. When you're blending, you don't want everything to just like stop. You want everything to merge together. And you guys know, whenever I blend out my concealer, I do have my foundation brush on standby just to blend out the edges. It doesn't have any extra product on it. It just has the foundation residue. And look at that. Do you guys hear how quiet it is in my house? I love that. A little bit of this goes such a long way. I could have really used less concealer, but I'm just tricked by how thin it is. I just assume that I need more, but like, I really, really don't. And again, just gonna tap the edges. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit more bronzer because I'm so extra and I love this bronzer. Should we do liquid blush? I feel like, you guys know how I feel about liquid blush. It's like it has its days. Some days it gives, some days it's unnecessary. I'm actually going to skip liquid blush only because 9 times out of 10, if you use a liquid blush, you're gonna use a powder blush. And if you're on a budget, you can skip out on a product. You don't need liquid and powder. So we're gonna skip on that because I think that a powder blush is more important than a liquid blush. See, this is what happens. I add a little bit more bronzer, then I'm like, let me add a little bit more concealer. Just stop, girl, stop. Close, how everything is just blending. Well, I'm getting there, but how everything is blending together seamlessly. This is where I may or may not disappoint you, and I apologize. I did the best I can with what I got.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
I'm going to be setting with the Juvia's Place setting powder. And although it is not under $10, listen, it's on like the drugstore side of Ulta, meaning you guys can use any possible coupons on this. You can get it for less. They always have sales on Juvia's Place products where you could like buy one, get one half off, or like it's 40% off. So that is a plus. But honestly, you guys, I just really cannot get with drugstore powders. Like, even look at my other videos throughout the years. That's where like they kind of lose me. So I would just say splurge on powders if you can, because powders really lock everything in. I personally rather suggest one good product that we know is going to work versus suggesting a bunch of like more affordable products, but then you're actually spending more money because you're doing trial and error. Like, let's just get it right the first time, you know? And I'm so surprised. This powder is actually talc free. And I was just hooting and hollering about how I want the talc in my product, but I'll give 10s where they're due. I don't know what they did, but it is not giving, like, you can't even see. It's not giving talc free. It's not. Like I just said, I'm not the biggest fan of drugstore powders. So I'm using the Fenty and it's discontinued anyway. So let's just act like, you know, I just didn't do this part, but I know somebody's gonna ask. I'm trying to think. I mean, the Fit Me powder is good. I've used it. It's good, but like, it's just not this. And so if you guys have any suggestions, I'm more than willing to try them and spend my money and do it. But I just ain't found that drugstore powder yet. Onto the bronzer. I'm gonna be using or what's left of, oh my gosh, I just realized, the NYX Dew Butter bronzer. No, sorry, Buttermelt bronzer in the shade Dew Butter. You guys know I use this all the time because it's more of like a kind of neutral tone bronzer. I really like the shades and the finish of this bronzer. It reminds me of the Fenty bronzer. So if you really like that, you will really like this. And I actually like that it's not a super warm bronzer. It's like right in between of like a contour and a bronzer. So I could use this to sculpt without it coming off too orange or too red, which sometimes I do like that kind of look. But for the most part, because my cream bronzer was so warm, I just want something more on the neutral side. And I love to contour my nose with this because it reminds me of Coco Naughty. And do you guys remember when I would only contour my nose with Coco Naughty? I really didn't want to do anything on my eyes because of my eye situation that's happening. And secondly, I don't know many drugstore eyeshadow palettes that are out. I mean, Morphe makes a great affordable eyeshadow palette, but also been there, done that, seen that, right? And for me, like, buying an eyeshadow palette is like a treat, like it always has been. So I've been one to kind of just splurge on eyeshadow palettes because once you buy it, you're gonna have it for a long time. Like, you're not gonna run through an eyeshadow palette. Like, it's very rare that anybody actually runs through an eyeshadow palette. So yes, I will spend 50, 100, 125 on an eyeshadow palette without any issue. That's just me though, but it's also a very rare, you know, case. Because again, you're gonna get your money's worth. All I'm doing is putting this same bronzer in my crease. That is typically what I would do anyways. This is also a reminder that your products are multi-use. Hear me out before I show this next product. It's on sale right now. So I told y'all, take advantage of the sales, use your coupons. Juvia's Place blush. This is actually volume 5. I do love her down. Do I really want to do like a reddish brush today? I guess so. I really wasn't going for a super blush look. I don't know why I grabbed this shade. But you know, if we're being honest, regardless, a full face now is gonna cost you about $100. Now that everything's blended out, I'm gonna set my face with the e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Spray. We love her down in this house. And look at how it, do you see the mist? I love how it sprays out. It sprays out, get some of that. And I go in with that. I know it's listed as like a dewy setting spray, but in my opinion, it just is more of a melting setting spray. But because of the Power Grip, it literally locks everything in and my makeup does not move when I wear this. I hate whatever my brows are doing right now, but this is not the star of the show. That's why we skipped that. But I did add some mascara. Again, I didn't want to do too much to my eyes because I don't know what's going on. For lip liner, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner. One of my favorites right now, and it's only $3. This sharpens like a regular pencil. You don't need a special sharpener. You don't have to sharpen it a certain way because I feel like they keep making these lip liners that don't sharpen regularly, and it's so frustrating. So good old wooden pencil. Love that. For gloss, I decided to go with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss because these are always in my purse somewhere or nearby, and they're just really good go-to lip glosses because you don't need to do like a lip combo. It's opaque, it's glossy, they're comfortable, and they're really good. How cute. Perfect lip. Honestly, this makeup look looks so like doughy and like doll-like and like clean and pretty. This is clean girl makeup. This is the completed look, you guys. I hope you guys are not upset with me for cheating a little bit. I think that I did a great job. I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to just suggest something just because it's cheap. Like, no, like we did a great job. We used great products. I think my face looks amazing. So if you guys have any drugstore favorites, leave them down below. I would definitely check them out, especially in the powder department, because that's where you kind of lose me. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.